Hello, you're watching Telecom TV. We're at Mobile World Congress 2023 in Barcelona, and now I'm happy to be joined by Niall Norton, who is the General Manager of Amdocs, to talk about their new offering, Amdocs Networks, and the broader telco industry. So, Niall, we heard about the announcement about Amdocs Networks just today. What is it exactly?
Amdocs Networks is a new division inside Amdocs, which we're super excited about. Amdocs historically has been a very strong provider to the IT parts of telecoms businesses. And over the last 12 months, we've brought together different parts of the Amdocs together to provide services to the network audiences inside telecom operators' businesses. So combining our products, our services, put in a new way that the network audiences will want, and solutions which is combining what we do and what third parties do to make networks work better.
So, in terms of your experience in the past year and looking around at MWC, what would you say are the main focus areas for the telco industry and the main challenges? And how is Amdocs Networks addressing those?
Very good question. I think how technology is used for business value is the single biggest driver. So things like AI and the cloud and Open RAN and virtualization of the networks becoming software. People are struggling to really see how to turn that into business value as opposed to just a technology conversation. There's the big opportunities that are there here and now. You know, the cloudification of the network, mobile private networks, how to make money from 5G. They're the big ticket issues. In Amdocs Networks, we've developed solutions, about 9 of them, to address the biggest business problems that we see the telecom operators have. So we're sharing that with our partners, with Microsoft, with AWS, and we're sharing that directly with our customers as well at the event. So it's a launch, a very exciting launch of something that we think is really, really valuable to our customers.
Can you share with us some interesting projects that Amdocs Networks is involved in?
Yeah, I'm happy to. So we have projects going right now in all parts of the world, in Asia Pacific with Globe, in Europe with operators like Vodafone and A1 Group, in the Americas with Bell and with Rogers and with AT&T and T-Mobile. And these projects are typically around things like, say, making the network core smarter, network service slicing, using the technology around providing mobile private networks, and accelerating the use of the automation inside the telecoms operations to reduce costs and to produce zero-touch network type solutions.
Relating to 5G, there is a lot of discussions around private mobile networks and network slicing as well.
Yeah.
What is your view on those? Are they going to be competing or complementing each other?
I think we firmly believe they're going to complement each other, and they'll make the portfolio of how telecoms networks enable the next generation of services, whether it's devices and sensors or smart factories, smart cities. I think all of those things, they will use connectivity in slightly different ways depending on the service being enabled. Operators have an opportunity to make money in the way they normally would by connecting you and I or businesses to leverage connectivity into how their businesses work. But a smart city or a smart factory will embed connectivity in the actual bones of how their business works. Think about a smart car being able to order its own tires, or producing statistics in relation to the environment, or whatever the case may be, or a smart drone. When it comes out of the box, it's already got connectivity enabled. Sometimes the drone will use, the service will be programmed by the person producing the drone. Sometimes it'll be the drone itself, depending on weather conditions, requesting a different type of service. So a service slice and being able to move between service slices, or a mobile private network to make the drone factory that's producing them work better. It's all part of the same continuum, this enterprise industrial business opportunity for telco networks.
So here we are at MWC 2023, but do you already have predictions for next year for Amdocs and for the telco industry?
Yeah, I think, first of all, we see that networks will properly enable 5G cores And that's going to produce a range of new business, new service opportunities for their own business. Right now, it's only the 5G radio that's been particularly well enabled. The brains of a 5G network will begin to switch on almost everywhere. Greater use of AI to help run businesses, more automated, more lighter touch, zero touch network capability, exposure of the network capabilities to enterprises, the emerging partnerships. And I think a changing of the network lineup, the vendor lineup. There will always be a Nokia and an Ericsson, and in parts of the world, a Huawei, and they have strong, trusted relationships. But where people like the hyperscalers and where people like Amdocs can fit in to add more value, to accelerate the transformation to new value, I see that as being almost the way business is done by this time next year. And it's a new development because, Amdocs are only going live with this year, but it's in response to customer demand, so we're feeling pretty good about it.
Now, thank you very much for speaking to us today.
Thank you very much.